Today we're going to walk you through the creation of our new free Lightroom presets. We designed it with travel bloggers like Jaci Marie Smith as inspiration, but it's super versatile and can be used in a lot of different scenarios. Let's get started.
First, we want to thank Squarespace for sponsoring our channel.
You might have already heard, but in case you're new around here, they are perfect for blogs, portfolios, online stores, or whatever.
They have beautiful designer templates,
Award-winning 24/7 customer support,
and it's an all-in-one platform that's so easy to use, practically anyone can do it.
We've used it for 3 of our websites for the last several years and love it.
To get started with your website, save 10%, and support our channel, visit squarespace.com/Mango Street and use the code Mango Street at checkout. So before I start work on this new preset, I'm drawing inspiration from Jaci Marie Smith. A quick scroll through her Instagram and you'll see a theme. Lots of bronzy, orangish colors, red, and hardly any blue. She's super intentional with the colors she includes in her shot, so this Lightroom preset will generally work best with reds, oranges, and blues. I dug up some older photos we took, like this one of Rachel repping that Daniel Wellington watch. Now I've already brought the highlights down and lifted the shadows to get a little more detail into this image. I also have a tone curve already applied. If you look at the black point, you can see that I lifted it just a touch. The second point helps keep the contrast in the shadows. I then lifted the third point slightly above the dotted guideline. The middle point is set right in the middle, and then the next point is brought down below the line. This really flattens out the highlights. Finally, the white point is adjusted to be just below true white. Now in each of the individual RGB curves, I added slight S curves to add contrast. Now down in the HSL sliders, we're gonna make a lot of adjustments. First, I'll make the hue of the reds a lot more orange, and then I'll slide the oranges to be a little more red. The yellows need to be more orange, and the greens more yellow. I'm gonna bring aqua more towards blue, and then the blue back toward aqua. I'll pull purple and magenta to the right about 20 or so. All right, now I'm gonna pull saturation out across the board. The blue gets pulled the most. Purple and magenta are the oddballs that I'll leave untouched. Okay, now for luminance, I'm gonna bring the orange down to -10. Keep an eye on your skin tone as you make any adjustments to the orange luminance because it can have a huge impact. I'll make a few more subtle adjustments, but you may wanna adjust this yourself based on what colors are in your photos. Okay, now I'm gonna jump down to the camera calibration section. The difference between the camera calibration and the HSL sliders is the calibration adjusts each individual pixel. If you hover over any part of your image, you can see under the histogram that there's a percentage of red, green, and blue pixels that make up whatever color you're hovering over. Whatever adjustments we make to the camera calibration will affect this percentage and adjust the color of each pixel. Now I want to get an orangey yellow overtone, so I'm going to adjust the hue and crank the saturation of the red primary. I'll also adjust the green primary, add a little saturation, and then make some subtle adjustments to the blue primary. It can be pretty fun to adjust these sliders and see how it affects your image because it doesn't always make the adjustments you expect. For instance, if you wanted a cold look, you could bring the blue saturation way down. Finally, I'll just make a few adjustments back up in the basic tab. I'll add contrast, lift both the whites and the blacks, and then take down the saturation a bit. Keep an eye on your white balance after you apply this preset because you may find you need to warm it up a bit to achieve a similar look to these examples. I'll apply this preset to a few other photos to see how it looks. Perfect. You'll probably need to make some adjustments to get it to work with every type of photo. For this shot, I'll bring up the highlights because there isn't a lot of detail I need to retain, and it will help brighten up this moody photo. I always recommend making adjustments to the highlights, shadows, whites, and blacks before adjusting the exposure for the overall photo, because it really gives you more control over which areas of your photo get adjusted. I hope this gives you a better understanding of Lightroom. As always, keep what you like and adjust what you don't to get it to work within your style. We hope you enjoy the preset.
Thanks for watching. Roundhouse kick that thumbs up button and subscribe if you aren't already. If you're wondering what the spotlight is at the end of our videos, it's where we're featuring members of our private community called The Lab, where we do photo critiques every weekday. If you're interested in joining the waitlist, check out the link in the description. See you guys next week.
Wow, one take wonder.